Good morning. Welcome those of you that are joining me on the replay. Let's just hang tight for a moment while we wait for others to join us. I'm going to grab a bottle of water while I do that. All right. Good morning, everybody. If you're on the replay, let's just breathe deep into our bodies for a moment. Let our mind and our bodies fully land here while we wait for others to join us. I see someone has joined me. Go ahead and say hello in the comments if you would. I'm going to say hi in the comments because sometimes that's what it takes. Good morning, Michael. All right, I'm seeing others start to log in. Go ahead and say hello in the comments if you would. And as we're waiting for others to join us, just begin to breathe a little more intentionally, full and deep into your body. Good morning, Valana. Okay, I'm seeing others log in. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and say hello in the comments if you would. And if you've already said hello, hi, Kathy. Just begin to breathe full and deep into your body and check in with yourself and go ahead and start to put your two-word check-in. 2 words to describe what you're feeling right at this moment. It's 7 o'clock straight up according to my computer, so I'm going to wait till 7:01. I'll keep my eye on the comments, and then I'll take them off and jump right in. Hello, Arnell. So we're just breathing into our bodies while we're waiting for everybody else and putting our 2-word check-in the comments. Good morning, Tim. All right, I'm starting to see the 2 words come in. All right, I see a few more of you have logged in. I'm going to take my eyes off the comments. Go ahead and say good morning. Hey, Jeff. And put your 2 words in, and then I'm going to stop looking at the comments. So if I'm not acknowledging you as you're joining now, that's why I'm not looking at the comments. All right, let's all take 3 big cleansing breaths. I want to inhale together, fill your lungs. Then look up to the ceiling, open your airways. Force the oxygen out. Do that 2 more times. Each breath a little stronger in and a little stronger out than the one just before it. And then 1/3 and final. Now, before I give you some information, I want you to take your right hand, put it on your chest cavity, right on your heart chakra. Put your left hand on top of that, and then close your eyes if you would. Instantly, I want you to imagine yourself sitting in your crystal cave. Activate the crystal cave by using your imagination. Doesn't matter how strong the image is in your mind. All that matters is that you activate it with a thought. Now, I want you to see yourself sitting in the crystal cave. And I want you to imagine on demand, instantly, right now, I want you to imagine there's a hole in the top of your head, kind of like a blowhole on a porpoise or a dolphin or a whale. And I want you to imagine that through that hole, I have slid a piece of white PVC pipe, and that pipe is going right down your spine. It's encompassing all of your vertebrae, your entire spine. So your spine is nice and tall, encased by this piece of PVC pipe. And now I want you to imagine that in your mind, your spine dissolves And in its place, you see all your chakras, 6 balls of light starting at your pelvis that are in that PVC pipe, starting at your pelvis below your belly button, red, orange, yellow, 3 balls of light. Right in your chest cavity, an emerald green ball of light. Floating in your neck, a blue ball of light. And right behind your forehead, a purple ball of light. All of those balls are floating in this tube. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine that tube has become translucent. It's no longer a white PVC pipe. It is a tube of absolute brilliant white light. And it's encasing not only your spine, but your energy centers, your non-physical circuitry. I want you to put your awareness on the top of your head and see that hole creates a tunnel, if you will, right through your beingness. And if you pay attention, there is a gold light. It's like liquid light lava. And it's being poured right through the top of your head. And it is filling that white tube made of light. It is filling it with the most glorious gold energy your mind can muster. And as it fills that tube, all of your chakras, all of those balls of light the size of a golf ball, they are spinning so fast you can't even tell they're spinning. Kind of like when you're driving down the freeway and you look at somebody's hubcaps, you can see this motion, but you can't see the hubcap. Those balls of light are spinning in this gold liquid love super fast. And if you just be still for a moment, there's an awareness that's coming through this week. There's an awareness that is coming through. Remember, awareness, according to the elders, is us experiencing ourselves as source in these human bodies on a new level. It feels very natural to you. This awareness feels very natural to you. And this awareness is bringing a sense of hope. It's bringing a sense of clarity is about to break through. It's bringing a sense of hopefulness. And it's bringing a sense of inner strength. Now, if you're not feeling any of those things right now, it doesn't mean it's not happening. This week is bringing about an anticipation that's coming from your divine, fortitude. There is an inner strength that is coming forward through the bandwidth that you've been developing as a walking radio tower tuned to the higher frequencies for quite a while now. Your bandwidth, I've been telling you, is way stronger than your mind will allow you to comprehend. You can't think yourself into that alignment. You can only tune to it. And there's this sense coming through in our connection to this inner guidance that's connected to the one source. Your drop of water in the infinite ocean of consciousness is feeling an inner strength. It might not necessarily be able to be communicated in a way that you could articulate from your human mind, but it's present. I want you to let that be accurate information. Now breathe into yourself and let that awareness expand simply by focusing on it, because I'm pointing to it. Now breathe into it and let it expand into every cell of your body. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and open your eyes while I share the rest of the message with you. So in this I'm going to call it divine fortitude. There is an inner strength that's coming forward. And in the last couple of days, you may have had an experience similar to what I'm going to share with you right now, or it may show up today, or keep your Indiana Jones hat on. That's the metaphor for stay in curiosity, looking for the clues as you call in people, places, and things into your experience this week. There's this sense of anticipation that's building. There's an inner strength that is coming forward that feels a little tentative, like, can I trust this? We're still thawing out from the collective experience of the trauma of COVID and shelter in. We feel like we're 4 years out of that, but the trauma that it created is just now starting to subside, and people are starting to articulate things like, I feel like I'm finally coming up for air, or I'm realizing that, wow, I've been on autopilot, and it's like all of a sudden I'm feeling a little more hopeful, or a shift. Something significant is happening in the collective, although it may be showing up in subtle ways that we can't quite point to. But over the last couple of days, or coming this week, there are going to be people, places, and things that show up in your experience that you're going to have a deeper understanding about something. An awareness is coming to all of our circumstances that is allowing us to see things from a slightly different perspective around the same situation that we didn't that we thought we had a handle on, that all of a sudden a little piece is tweaked and we go, oh, I didn't see it that way. I don't know what that is for you, and it doesn't matter what it is for you. The point is, pay attention. I pause there because some of you have yet to have the experience. Some of you have had the experience, and it really does matter to you. The slight perspective that you're having is changing the situation. So what I meant by it doesn't matter, all of our situations are very different, and they are unique to us. They are what's strengthening our divine fortitude, our ability to navigate the obstacles that are going to show up on our particular obstacle course in our life. So the subtle shift can be very profound for a particular experience, or the subtle shift in this experience can all of a sudden make you go, oh my gosh, if that's happening here, let me look over. Oh, and I'm seeing this much more clearly. All the situations in our life, all the people, places, and things that we are calling in, these subtle little shifts are broadening our perspective. That perspective is strengthening our awareness. Our awareness is us letting our soul's personality come online, so it starts to feel very natural in our new personalities, our soul's personalities taking over, living in the body that we've been so tuned to our wounded persona. The characteristics and the attributes of our wounded persona are no longer, it's like any attunement to that, it's gasping for air. There is no oxygen to sustain it. There is no vibrational match to sustain it. So if you're feeling the surge or the resurgence of a behavior that you thought you really worked on, and why is it coming back? It's because any residue is going to show up as it's taking its last breath. And if you try and hold on to that attribute, there's nothing to hold on to sustain it. So we need to be looking at, where am I going that's not in alignment with this, and take action in this direction and let that dissipate completely. It will be distracting because some of those behaviors are so ingrained in us. As it's looking for its last breath, we're going to feel so strongly that I'm not strong enough to defeat this or let it go. It's ruling me. No, it's taking its last breath, but you will believe it's you if you're looking at that rather than taking the action away from it. This is what I've been telling you for 3 years. If you're going to look at the dismantle when it gets really convincing that it's getting worse, not better, you're going to go down with the ship because you're not going to realizing, no, there's nothing there to sustain it. It's dissipating. It's a facade. It is just a mirage. But if you're looking at it, it's going to look like it is the dominating reality, and it's not. So we've got these things, these awarenesses that are helping us let go. No matter how strong the attachment feels, we're bringing in these awarenesses right now from our soul's personality that are going to support us. Oh, I'm not looking at that. No matter how real it looks, I'm taking these steps and these actions in this direction, which we've been doing for 3 years. This is not new. This is the defining moments where it's going to feel like, oh shit, maybe I haven't done the work. So this week is full of little awarenesses that you're going to go, oh, wow, look at that perspective. Look at that perspective. Look at this perspective. You don't have to draw any big conclusions. Just take all those puzzle pieces in. Be in the openness of being capable of seeing things from a bigger, broader perspective. These bigger, broader perspectives is what the energies are bringing this week, and that's all we have to surrender to. That's all we have to recognize. That's all we have to focus. We don't have to figure out, what do I do with this new perspective right now? It's like puzzle pieces. These bigger perspectives are little puzzle pieces we're putting on the coffee table, and they're getting ready to get locked into place. This is a week of allowing these bigger perspectives and paying attention to them. That's it. So allow that. Allow that. With that being said, I want to encourage you. The meditation we got this week was similar to how I opened this. There is a flow of this golden energy from the ocean moving into all of us, our drops. You visualizing that is strengthening this new bandwidth. So the meditation is a tool to sit with for 7 minutes. Just picture this. All the 7-minute meditations, there's only been 2 so far, January and February, they go fast. But they're fortifying our ability to be in alignment with our divine guidance. So don't be deceived. There's 7 minutes saying, listen, be open to the guidance that wants to show up right now. And just about the time you feel like you're getting close, the meditation comes to an end. Well, the fortification and the expansion of your bandwidth that's happening in that 7 minutes because of the frequency it's being transmitted on is supporting your ability to tap into your inner guidance and trust it all day, every day. These meditations aren't about go sit in meditation and get your answer right then. Certainly that can come. These are fortifying, strengthening our ability to trust our inner guidance on demand 24 hours a day, because we're tuning to the intelligence of our soul's personality that are taking up full residence in these same bodies. That's what these 7-minute meditations are designed to do. Strengthen your alignment with your trust in your inner guidance. So it's important that you understand that. I'm listening to these at least once a day, just to let it strengthen me. So just be aware of that, okay? These are valuable tools that are really supporting us. And the last thing I want to say today is, this coming Friday is our, if you're in the mastermind, is our second work day, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I just wanted to remind you, these are just days that we log into a Zoom link. We all put our head down and we just do tasks to support things that we want to create in our life. The next one's coming up this Friday. Didn't want you to forget about it. All right, enjoy this glorious Monday. Be gentle with yourself. Trust your inner guidance. It's way stronger than your mind might allow you to believe. So trust it, okay? It's only love for you here. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.